All right, it is 7, so I'll go ahead and get started. Hopefully, a few more people will be trickling in. Get the chat up here. But yes, hello everyone. Welcome to our Splunk Power User Kahoot session. This will be based off of our cohorts week 2 and 3. So I know most of you in this session are already in the current cohort, but if you aren't, we do have cohort 3 starting in 2024 next year that you can still sign up for. I believe in February is when it starts. But with that, I think you can all see my screen here. For the core certified power user. So just going to briefly go over it if you guys were here last week, but so it is 60 minutes. There are 65 multiple choice questions, and it is 130 US dollars per exam attempt. And as always, Pearson VUE, that is how you will be given your exam and sign up for it. Here is the link as well. Pop that in the chat. Probably it's already in there, but better to be safe than sorry. So pop that in there. That. And with that, get into our Kahoot. So here we go. Good luck, everyone. All right, so week 2 and 3. Now it's covering a few topics here. All right. So which can be launched into to contain a GUI, an app or a technology add-on, or add-on is all refer to it. All right, nice. Yes, that is an app. An app has its own GUI and features. An add-on really just enhances functionality within Splunk. So great job. All right, nice. All right, you can only leverage apps or technical add-ons from Splunk Base. Yeah, time is a little shorter on this one. All right. Yes, so this is false. So I think we briefly discussed this. Splunk Base is kind of, a marketplace where you can download the apps and add-ons from. But if you want to, you can upload your own apps and add-ons, share them out as well. I don't have a specific example on this as I've never created one, but there definitely are more options for that. Let's see in the chat here. Some apps. Yep. Um, It is very small, isn't it? It's funny why that happened like that. All right. But yes. All right. Good job. Either true or false. A Splunk add-on installs into an existing Splunk instance. Thank you, Haley. Yeah, that looks a lot more normal. All right, it's 50-50 here. So an add-on installs into a Splunk instance. It's an add-on, so it's not a full app with a GUI and all of that functionality. So you're installing it into your Splunk instance that you already have. It's not a separate app. Makes sense there. A little 50-50 there. Also an app and add-on, they both start with A, so gotta make sure you read carefully on the test too. Starting with your index, followed by your command, function, then fields, is generally efficient at building SPLs. Sorry, this is a little small here. All right, yes, so this is true. Sorry for the wording here. But basically, to build a search with SPL, generally it's a good way to start and start learning. Starting with your index instead of, I mean, you can do index equals star, but you want to search your index. What page are you searching? You want to follow by sticking in your command. So, what are you trying to do? Then, if you add in your function, if you need that, are there calculated results that you need? Um, and then your fields after that, what fields are needed to get the result that you're looking for. So it's kind of best practice, especially when you're starting out. So good job. All right, SPL stands for. Nice. Yeah, so this was a little tricky here. It is Splunk processing language. So good job. Oh, I was gonna say, so here we go. Okay, that is hilarious because I was thinking it was Splunk processing language. It is search processing language. So moving on. We're all learning here together. All right. So what color are commands in Splunk? We'll see if we can get this one right. All right, yes, so they are blue. And you'll see this more as you practice as well. Some commands, stats, table, dedupe, etc., all that good stuff, and they will be blue. All right. All right. So sum, min, and max are examples of what Splunk syntax. Sorry, again, that's a little small there. All right, yes. So functions. These are, going to be like the pink purple color in your searches, and they're used, if you need calculated results as an example. But yes, they are functions. All right, nice work, everyone. All right, so stats, table, dedupe, sort, what are these examples of? All right, yes, so they are your commands. And again, they will be blue in your Splunk searches, just as something to kind of help you remember that. They're kind of saying, what are you doing there? So good work. All right, a saved search can be an example of a KO, knowledge object. True or false? Okay, kind of half and half here. So yeah, knowledge object, it's kind of a broad term. It can be a lot of things to include a save search. It could be a tool, a tag, it could be a lot of things. But yes, a save search can be that. So it is true. Yeah, that was a little tough question. Knowledge object is a lot of things. All right. Below are examples of what? And sorry again if this is a little bit small here. But in your search and reporting, these are on the left. Search. If you can't see that, my apologies. Nice work. I take it you guys could see that. Yes, they are field names, so good job. All right. All right, which are case sensitive when searching in Splunk? All right, yes, so it is field names. This is kind of just something you'll learn more as you go along and practice. A search might not work if you don't capitalize something versus capitalizing it, depending on what you're looking for. So, yes, is field names over field values for case sensitivity. All right. Okay, what tool is the most important to leverage when searching in Splunk? Alrighty, so this one is time picker. Searches can be, very taxing, and you will find your time picker will help a ton over your career. Of course, other answers can fit here, so it's a bit of a trick question, but generally, this is the answer that we are looking for. Um, because index, you can do index equals star and things of that nature. The time picker will definitely help out a lot. All right. What are the items in a Splunk search that are highlighted in pink called? All right. Yep. So functions. So good job, everyone. Let's see. Nope. Not clauses or argument, but it will be your functions. So again, your sum, min, max, and again, this will come with practice and looking at your searches, you'll be able to kind of remember that piece of it. Good work. All right. What option with the sort command allows me to sort my time results in descending order? In here. All right, all over the board. So yes, it'll be one with the minus sign. So that with the minus sign, that will show time in descending order. The arrow button, not really best practice. All right. All right. What two commands can help limit the amount of data being pulled back from the indexers and increase search efficiency? A bit of a tough one here. Sorry for the wording. Hopefully that makes sense to you. All right. Yes, this is fields and table. Um, I know it's a tricky question. Fields can really help you narrow it down to, the specific fields. And table, you are specifically telling Splunk to only show what you want it to as well. Um, so, I mean, it's kind of a tough question there. Of course, depending on what you're looking for, I can see how they would all make sense, but fields and table would be the best answer here. Expanding on this a little bit as well. So I'll leave the question up. All right. All right. So you have built a dashboard in the search app. A coworker cannot view it. What is likely the issue? Right, yes. So was most likely the permissions of the dashboard are set to private. You can share out your dashboard so other members on your team can see them. If you didn't do that, then they probably cannot see it. Right. And I'm sure dashboard was not saved, but then you wouldn't be able to see it as well. So um, most likely the permissions were not set. All right. You can make any field in Splunk a selected field, true or false. All right, yes, so this is true. Splunk is super personalizable. You can definitely do that. If you prefer to see a field in the selected fields question, should probably have a Splunk instance up here to show this, but you can absolutely do that if you choose so. All right. All right, what values will be contained in a field that has the pound sign in front? Versus the alpha A? Yes, numeric. Good job. All right. Good job. All right. Which search will contain more results? Oh, this is a tough one. So this is the top or the bottom? Think about the brown cow. All right. Yes, so this would be the top search, which was not. I know this is a tough one, again, to wrap your head around, and it will take practice for it to really sink in. Um, if you do the bang equal sign, this would return all results with fields that contain add to cart. So again, doing the true false, it focuses on the field itself. The not, this returns any field that is not action equals add to cart. Um, kind of want that search back up here while explaining that, but I know those are tough ones. Yes, that would be the not would contain more results. All right. If you aren't able to see some fields of interest when running a search, what can you try to do first? All right, so I know answers all over the board here. So the first step I would take is run in verbose mode. So this is the slowest search mode, but it's a great start. Fast and smart mode may not pick up all fields as you know they are a quicker search. Um, so run over a larger time span. That's yeah, it's a good maybe a second search, but the first thing you should try is run in verbose mode. It saves you some time there. All right. Leveraging a transforming command will default the search mode to be ran in which mode? Nice. So remember, a transforming command is known for, faster, more efficient searching, looking at a broader number of events. So yeah, it will be run in smart mode by default, of course. Good job. All right. All right, what is this search doing? We'll see if it is big enough to read. All right, so this says index equals web, host equals web 1. If you can't see that, stats min in parentheses, underscore time. Then it says start time and end time. So kind of working with those main features. What do you think this search is doing? All right. Yes. So this is, I know again, it might be tough because it was a smaller picture, but it was grabbing the first and the last time Web 1 was seen in the environment for the time. You can see that it was trying to find the time with the start and the end. So that answer would make the most sense there. All right. Which function of the stats command will return deduplicated results? Yeah, see, this one looks fine. So it's all over the place. All right. Yes, a few answers here. So values. Values returns deduplicated results. List kind of just lists everything out. You will get more results. So it is values. Nice work, everyone. Okay, these two searches are doing the exact same thing. True or false? All right, again, across the board. So this one's tricky. It is true. Um, search and pipe basically do the same thing. So, and in both of those searches, they were doing the same thing. That was a bit of a trick question. All right, this is an accurate syntax example of a transaction command. Yep, good job. Yep, that is true. Good job. All right. The transaction command is considered a taxing command in Splunk. All right, yes, so this is true. Transaction is more taxing, it's more granular, whereas transformative is not as granular. I know they're very similar, but transaction is a lot more granular, yes, so these would be true. All right. Okay, should we use where or replace with the search command here? All right, so again, across the board. So yes, we would want to replace this with the search command. Again, I do feel like going over these questions, we should maybe pull the search back up so I can explain a little bit more in depth here. So we'll definitely think about a way to do that. So it doesn't really make too much sense if we're just looking at these boxes here. We can definitely look into that. But you would replace it with the search command. All right, the search command can be placed anywhere in the SPL. All right, yep. Yeah, so search can basically be placed anywhere. You wouldn't place where everywhere, but search absolutely you can. Oh, good job. All right. Which of the following statements best describes lookups in Splunk? This one's a little more wordy. All right. Okay. Good job. Yes. So lookups, they're used to join and enrich data from multiple sources in Splunk. This would be a great one for a flashcard. Absolutely. But lookups, basically, that's really what they are for. They are used to enrich the data. So that would be the best answer. Yes. All right. A lookup can be. All right, nice. Yes, it is all of the above. A lookup is a fairly broad term, but yes, it can be a file, a tool. It's used for data enrichment as just stated, so um, can be all of the above. Nice work. All right, which command outputted the desired results below? Again, this is a little bit small here. So this one is a little bit, of course, it's also like 5 seconds. We'll have to kind of go back to this with the screenshots if you guys can't see. Well, good job, you guys. I guess you could see it. Yes, it is the first search. Good job. Oh, there you go. How do you do search for tags in your SPL? Yep, good job. Yep, so it is tag double colon success. So good job there. Right. All right, which of the following statements about event types is true? Yep, it is all of the above. I know that one was a little tricky. But yes, so event types, they can be tagged. And then event types being useful for a method for capturing and sharing knowledge, yes. And they categorize events based on a search, also yes. Again, going through searches, this will be more familiar to you. Kind of put those together. All right, when should you use the transaction command instead of the stats command? Okay, so the best answer here, when you need to group based on start and end constraints, remember transaction versus transformative. So this would be the best answer here, as it is more of a transaction command, as it's more specific and granular. Start and end constraints. I think we did have a previous example of that. That would be transaction. All right. All right, what is the implied Boolean operator if none are added to the search? All right, yep, good job. Yep, so if there's a space, it is implied as and. For the others, you would definitely have to state that otherwise. Nice job. All right. This clause is used to group the output of a stats command by a specific name. Yeah, can hopefully get it by reading the question. And again, this will come with practice as well. So, all right, it is as. Um, Again, I wish we could pull that search back up, but it would be as you are renaming something. All right. Corporate needs you to find the difference between two SPLs. So I think we need to word this question a little bit differently, but true isn't they were the same search. We would have to go back to those. Pull up some screenshots here. All right, but let's see who's on the podium this week. All right, nice job, everyone.